back to another online exclusive Hip Hop Weekly. I have the queen of H-Town, just Brittany. If you don't know who this woman is, I don't know how, but you're going to get to know her now. We're doing a one-on-one. I've been following your career for a very long time. You've been grinding since you were, 16? Get it. Like, no one can really say that they've been grinding and you're still relevant and you have more fans than you ever had. How have you continued to grow in success with so many people who came behind you and fallen by the wayside?
I really think that it's about being consistent in everything you do. And sometimes even, by people on the outside telling me, hey, Brittany, you doing good and, keep doing your thing, I be feeling like I'm not doing enough. You know what I mean? So it's really about your mindset on how you see yourself. Like, I feel like I can be doing so much, but then it's still not enough to me. And I feel like the more you grow, it's always going to be something that's not enough for you because you know where you can go. So I try not to pay attention to what everybody else doing because it'll get me off the path of where I'm trying to go. I try to focus on the things that I know I want to get accomplished within my career.
Now, from Call Me From That Good to your projects now, how do you think your sound has grown in the material that you talk about?
It has changed dramatically. My sound, it varies. Like, I can go from singing to rapping, do some pop, I've even done a country song before. And it really sometimes I feel like it's kind of hard for my fans because they be like, oh, do she rap or do she sing? Or what is her style? And I just feel like I would say my style is hip hop, H-I-P-P-O-P, because I can be hip hop and R&B, or I can have music that can be rap and singing, but it sounds like pop. Like A Drug Called Love, I'm singing and I'm rapping in one record, but you can't really say it's a rap song or a singing song. It's more like a hip hop song, it's hip hop, it's pop and it got a little twang to it. So I would say that I'm a hip hop and R&B artist.
I think from all your records that you've had, you've given your fans a little bit of this and a little bit of that because you're versatile. You're not just
right.
You can't really put you in a box.
I know, right?
So, because even Slumber Party, that pop song, that was hot, and it sounds nothing like any of the other records that you have. It does not sound like Slow Bang.
And I be wondering that too. I be like, dang, I don't be sounding the same. I need to sound the same on some of my songs. But then I see comments and stuff, and people be like, oh, she sounds the same on everything. And I'm just like, to me, I feel like I sound different. But it's a gift and a curse. It is what it is.
Now, you talk about the comments. Are you talking about your actual true fans, or do you talk about people who just now are discovering you?
That comment was probably from somebody who had just discovered me or something.
Because I can't see them saying that. Because I've seen you interact with other artists, and I feel like every artist that you've had a feature with, they either bring something different out of you, or you bring something different out of them.
They do, and it's good that you pointed that out because every song makes me feel different. I'm not the same person that I was in the last record. I'm always channeling my inner Brittany in the inside. I'm a Gemini, so I have at least...
I get it, I'm a Gemini.
16 people in me, so, they vary from up, down, happy, sad, mad, all of that in one. So, however I feel at the moment, then that's what I'm going to portray on the record.
I can see that in Something Different. You really gave your fans a peek inside of your life. It was really deep on so many levels.
Yes, because I feel like a lot of my music, it was, just turned up. I'm in the club, I'm having fun. Nobody really was able to get to my heart because I've always had this cage or this block in front of it. Because everybody has been, in a situation to where they've been in love and their heart has been broken. So ever since that point, I just I stopped trusting and I stopped using my heart a lot. But when I made Something Different, I wanted people to understand my story because people, they didn't understand, where I came from. They just seen the glitz and the glam, but they didn't understand, where I came from. Not just people in Houston, I'm saying people, period, in the whole wide world. So I wanted to get them, I fell in love with a D-boy, tried talking to a rapper, you know what I'm saying? I tried a regular man, he showed me too much attention, and I kissed the girl and I liked it, and they said it was sinning. So it's I wanted to give them all different types of situations that I went through to help them better understand who I was, and I think that it really got through to them.
What was your response? You have a ton of social media followers, fans. I don't even know what you would call them. You get 30,000 likes.
And I still don't be feeling like it's enough. I'm like, oh, what can I do more? Okay, well, should I post this? Should I do this? Should I say this? And Amber be like my sister. She's like, you think about it too hard. Just do it. And I'm just like, no, because I don't want to do anything wrong. And she's like, there's nothing you can do wrong. But I mean, it is a lot of fans, and I am like so humbled and happy because I went from having a regular, I don't know if I told you this story before or not, but I went from having a regular Facebook page with 5,000 friends, and I kept wondering like why couldn't I get more friends. I had so many requests and people were sending me messages, and when I put a picture on my page, this was like before Instagram, so when I would put a picture on my page on Facebook, it would get like 20 likes, 30, and somebody else's page, I was like, dang, you can get that many likes on Facebook? I didn't even know. It's like a whole nother world that I didn't know about. So my personal assistant, she hit me, she was like, you know, you need to get a fan page. And I'm like, what is a fan page? She set it up for me, she did it or whatever. And I got the fan page, and it's just been like, the numbers have been like skyrocketing since, like I'm at 500,000 and I just came from 5,000. Like that's like 1%. Like, and it just shows me like even in my career, like I feel like, okay, you know, right now I'm stagnant or I'm just like in one place or I'm just in Houston or something. And it's really a big world out there that's really waiting for Just Brittany, but I have to be on the right platform. I gotta, you know what I'm saying, get that right connect, like, hey B, this is what you need to be doing, like, and this is where it can like open up the gate, you know what I'm saying, to me, because even though I've done a lot of things in my career, like it's still way so much more that I definitely want to do, and that's why I always feel like it's never enough.
Do people treat you different when they see you when you go to the north side?
Yeah, like when I went to the north side, I had this little performance at Rock City Sports Bar on the north side. And I didn't even know people was like that, like ecstatic. You know, I'm always in Houston, like I'm from here, so people see me all the time. But when I went to the north side, it was like, oh, Just Brittany, and I was just like, oh, y'all love me, that's cute. Give me a hug. Come on, let's take a selfie. That's how I be feeling about it. Like it's crazy because my personal assistant even told me before she like met me, she thought I was gonna be a whole totally different way than what I am now. I'm a quiet person, but when people get me like fueled up or riled up or something, I'm not quiet no more. Like at that point, like it's
that's
no
another
stop.
part of you, the Gemini comes out.
Yes, like it really does. Like, you know, my mood be more of like Steve Jobs, but my attitude is more like Pimp C.
Why do you say that?
Because like my mind is on the money, but my attitude can go from 0 to 100 real quick, and I'm gonna let you know my mind, and I'm gonna speak the real, and I'm not gonna hold it back. And I feel like one time for the pimp, that's how he was.
Now I have to ask you: do people come at you sideways on social media? Do you even see that type
You
of
know what?
comments?
When I was younger and Call Me For The Good had first came out, and you know the buzz and everything, like I came from a household to where it's like we went from school to home every day. My school was right across the street. We could walk outside and go walk right to school. So I didn't know nothing about the life. Like all I knew was school at home, my sisters, my family, that's it. So, you know, once the Call Me For The Good dropped and I got signed, and you know the whole social media thing, Twitter had first started. I always had a MySpace page, but you know MySpace wasn't like, oh, okay, people leaving crazy. Like it wasn't like that. You know what I mean? I was like, Call Me For The Good came out, and people, you know, that's when the comments and stuff started coming, and it was mean. I was like, oh my gosh, like, why is people so mean? What did I do to you? I couldn't, like, I didn't know how to take it because it was my first time, and like I would cry, I would be so upset. Yes, I used to call my sister. I'm like, yeah, they talking about me. I don't know why. I don't know what I do.
No way. You wasn't even crying.
Yes, at 18, I was 18 and 19. I was very, very sensitive. That's what I'm saying. Like I was just nice. Like I don't see a reason to be mean in the world unless you like PMO me. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like be mean for what? But now I'm like, y'all have nothing to do with y'all life. Y'all are on social media leaving bad comments to somebody who's trying to pursue something in their life. So you know what? You're lifeless, and I look at you like down there.
Tell me about the award. I want to hear it
The
all.
experience in Mississippi. First of all, I was honored to be able to win the award. I won Performer of the Year. My team and I, we rode down there. It was a 9-hour drive, and we drove out there. And you know, I hosted the fashion show that Saturday for them, and then Sunday was the award show. Did the red carpet thing, and you know, my dancers and my creative stylist, director, the whole team is there. We sit at the front table at the front, real casual or whatever, and shoes, I performed, and they called my name, was like, Performer of the Year goes to Just Brittany, and I was just like, so like, oh my gosh, really?
Did you think you were going to win? Are you trying to play it off?
No, I mean, I am a winner within myself all the time. I am a winner, but to win it, like, it just makes me feel like that my work is not going unnoticed.
So what are you gonna do when you win your first BET Award or Grammy? Because you gonna fall all out.
I'm gonna have my speech ready.
You probably already got it ready now.
I'm gonna have my speech. I didn't even have a speech ready for the C Awards, but I was really just thankful. I'm like, dang, we worked hard. We got down here, we killed it. Like, I performed some new songs and everything, and you know, everybody loved it. Like, when everybody else, when all the other entertainers was performing, nobody was really standing up and, you know, by the stage. Nothing against them, but when I performed, everybody was like by the stage, like lined up, taking pictures. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm really, really doing it. Like,
but I've seen that at other concerts where artists were performing and then you come up, you kill it, everybody on stage, and then you get off stage and they kind of be back away from the stage. I'm like, oh, I don't want to follow in behind her.
Yeah.
But they don't expect it. I don't think they expect the energy that you bring to the stage because you dance.
Right.
And you sing.
Right.
And you rap.
Right.
And it's pop.
Wow.
And it's hip hop.
Yeah.
And then it's everything. And then your dancers look good. And then you look good. So the men are going to come to the stage.
Okay, you're making me blush now.
So the men are going to follow where the women are going. You got a lot of female fans too.
I was just looking at that. I have more female fans than male fans. I was looking at my Facebook analytics, and it told me I have like 55% female, 45% men.
Why do you think that is?
I mean, shoes. I mean, when I was younger, or however old you are, like, somebody always needs somebody to look up to. I feel like a lot of people, they might like my hair, they might like my shoes, my nails, the way I dress, you know, the things that I do. So, you know, they probably inspired by little things that they like about me. So, you know.
I think it's your story. I think it's your growth. Because you think about it, coming from the north side of Houston, coming from being the dancer, then you're entertainer, and you've grown your career and you're still standing where other people have come and gone. Careers are there, no more. I think it's just Brittany. I think it's Brittany they're attracted to and everything that you bring to the table. I don't really think it's just your shoes, your hair. I mean, that's a plus, but I think it's the content of your music. Because you can even see when you perform at South by Southwest or when you go to other cities. The reaction that you get from the crowd, don't you think?
Yeah, that's true.
And they're singing it. And they're singing
songs
songs word for
next
word.
time somebody asks me that question again. My growth.
It's your growth. Like, it's your growth. Like, I'm serious. From the first tracks to the ones that you have now in your new project. I remember a while back somebody interviewed. They said, "Hey, Brittany, what are you gonna do in 5 to 10 years from now? What is your business plan?" You said, "I'm gonna have a clothing line. I'm gonna brand out. I'm gonna be a brand." And now, what do you have going on? You gotta tell us about it.
So the swimsuit line is called Wet, by Brittany Bullock, my real name. And you know, it's just fun, sexy swimsuits, real colorful, definitely exotic for all shapes and sizes, up to like a 2X bathing suit, swimsuit. So everything will be dropping really like very, very soon, like, so.
In time for summer.
Very much in time for
Are
summer.
you gonna be like some of the? You gonna be, modeling some of the swimsuits? I know a lot of people who are gonna see that.
Yes.
It was just Brittany. You're gonna be on Instagram
Yeah.
with 30,000 likes.
Yep.
Saying, how can I get that? And you're doing it for the big girls too. 2X.
Yeah.
Jeez, you gonna get a lot of love for that. Everybody doesn't make swimsuits for 2X.
And for the women, pregnant women, people, stomachs, all of that.
I've never seen a pregnant lady swimsuit before.
Oh yeah.
That's dope. Is it gonna be sexy or is it gonna be like?
No, it's gonna be, yes, I want that swimsuit. I want your whole outfit. I want your cover up. I want your accessories underneath. I want your ring you had on. I want your necklace you had on.
What about mini-me swimsuits? Like mommy and me?
Oh, the baby ones. You know what? Keep that in mind.
I think that would be dope. Like you have the little mommy outfit, you have the little mini outfit.
I'm gonna keep it.
Little girls have little BBs.
Yeah.
That actually be kind of dope though.
No, that'll be cute. That'll be cute. I think that'll be dope.
So what about motherhood for you in the future? Marriage. I have to ask. We talk about mini-me's. Are you gonna have a mini-me?
If God says the same.
Do you want to have kids?
I have kids. I have 3. 4. I have 2 nephews and 1 niece and 1 dog. Her name is Cache.
Yeah, I know about your puppy. I mean, you're like a baby.
I do want to start a family, but these niggas play too much. So I'm gonna focus on my career, and that is my man.
I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think it's something that you'll do like in the next 10 years? Or you just think it's just
Of
something that happens?
course, nobody wants to be lonely. Like, I want somebody. I know how to love real good. So, I definitely want somebody who I can love.
What kind of man is going to lock down Just Brittany?
A very strong man. He gotta come all the way correct and right. He gotta be God-fearing. He gotta be a good son, like a good father. Like, he needs to have his priorities in check, and he needs to know how to treat a woman, for sure.
I mean, he's going to be a very self-confident man.
Very much self-confident, because I'm a lot. I'm letting you know that right now. I'm a lot to deal with, and you gotta be at least as tall to ride this ride. At least as tall.
At least that tall.
At least that tall.
Would you date a short man?
I will. My
Really?
ex-boyfriend was short.
Shorter than you?
Big things come in little packages.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. That's the Gemini in you. I was like, you would date a short guy?
I love short guys.
You think a short guy can handle you? You say your ex was...
No. I mean, he was just like looking like he down here, like without my heels, we was the same height. You know what I'm saying? But he was definitely shorter than me with my heels on.
Do you like dating athletes? Do you like dating entertainers? Or do you just like a plain Jane regular?
I love bad boys and thugs.
You love bad boys and thugs? No.
It's sad. I'm not a role model. I'm sorry, but it's. I mean, I wish I could just build me a man. Like, okay, I need him to have this type of characteristics. Need to look like this. Need to act like this. It's like that's why people date, because you can't find everything that you want in one person.
So you just got dating.
Until you find that one person. But I did find that one person when I was 18 years old, and he's incarcerated. And that's one of the guys that I was talking about. Get my something different in song. Fell in love with a D-boy, now he's stuck in prison. And I feel like that was the only man that could really like help tame my inner Brittany.
Now, what do we need to be looking out for from the Just Brittany brand?
From the Just Brittany brand, look out, new music coming.
New music?
New music. New. Oh yeah, I'm also dropping a calendar on my birthday.
What kind of calendar?
The Just Brittany calendar.
Like, what different? Are you doing different looks? What do you
12 different looks.
What are you gonna do for the month of your birthday? Since you're a Gemini, you gotta do
I'm
like.
still planning that. I think I want to have like some type of boat trip or something. I don't know, something different. Not no club partying type. I need to do something different. Somebody's island needs to have my ass on this thing.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So what look are you gonna be giving us this year? I know you switch up your look so quick.
For my birthday? I don't know. I'm gonna give something. I'm gonna give something different for my B-Day. B-Day, you gotta go down.
You gonna bring the color in red? I like the orange hair on you. I do. It was different.
It was different. It was, and it was so random too when we did it.
But again, trendsetter.
Trendsetters.
And they still trying to copy your style.
Yes, they do. They do. But hey, it is what it is.
Speaking of which, copying your style, you know, a few weeks ago, someone sent me an email and they were like, "Isn't this that song you always play in your car?" And I opened it up and I'm like, "No, that's not the same song." They're like, "I could have sworn this was the girl Just Brittany you always tell me about.
Yeah.
This is her song." I was like, "No, whose song is this?" They're like, "It's Rihanna's new song." I was like, "Whoa, let me play it back and listen to it." And it sounded very similar to Bitch Better Have My Money off of something different. But yours version was way better. I'm sorry. It was. The lyrics, everything of yours, the tempo of yours was way better. But so then, a couple of days after that, I'm seeing every media outlet talking about Rihanna still in Just Brittany's song. She
Right.
still has style. What'd you think about that?
I think Rihanna is a very sweet girl. I'm a fan of Rihanna's. When she came down here in Houston for a concert, I was there like, hey, that's my girl. But I want to shout out to my team, JB, though. Like, my Just Brittany bangers, like, they the ones really brought it to my attention because I wasn't even paying attention to it like that. I recorded this song last year in February. And, you know, it was just, okay, let's put out Bitch Better Have My Money. You know what I mean? But actually, Tony Neal called me, and he was like, man, Brittany, you remember when you sent me that Bitch Better Have My Money song? I told you, man, like, that's the song. Man, you heard such and such took your song. And I'm just like, what? I was beginning to listen to the song right when he called me. I was about to look it up because it had just got crazy. Like, everybody hitting me up, texting me, calling me. all of that type of stuff. So when I listened to it, I was like, wow. What's crazy is Rihanna actually put "Bitch Better Have My Money" on her page. It was a selfie picture that she took of herself. And I actually reposted it on my page, and I'm like, oh, Rihanna, she know the "Bitch Better Have My Money." This is before "Bitch Better Have My Money" dropped, so I'm thinking like, she probably listened to my song, but really it was a whole nother, situation. But I mean, it is what it is. Like, my "Bitch Better Have My Money" record is like at like 600,000 views. I'm just happy for people to get to know who Just Brittany is. Yeah, the song, they definitely have similarities. And people always try to say like, oh yeah, Brittany wasn't the first person who came out with "Bitch Better Have My Money" and all this type of stuff. But I wasn't the first person, but I was the first female. You never heard a female say it. So at the beginning of the day, then that's just what it is. And I said trends, like we've been said.
Hey, you couldn't have said it better, because your fans were the ones who were going hard. Before anybody in Houston would even recognize, your fans were banging like, no, that's JV's song.
Yeah.
Like even Complex Magazine,
oh my gosh,
they even said, they were like, man, her fans are going crazy.
No, like it was so many blog sites. I was like, oh my gosh, if I would have got a new deal and this is the promotion they would have put behind it, I would have been at Stardom. For real. I'm like, dang, where y'all come from? Where all these blog sites come from? And I've been trying to get on.
Everybody had
I've been trying to hit y'all up to play my song. Like, what's up?
Like
okay,
everyone on blogs.
Okay, all right.
They had your pictures. They had your videos.
They had everything.
It's like they went to your social media pages and took your pictures down, and they had, man, I was like, you were everywhere.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like, people know who Just Brittany is. I'm on the radar, so y'all have a lot, like, to be looking out for and watching for.
Hey,
when it comes to me,
I think that's I almost want to say that's a Houston thing, because it's other artists that have taken other Houston artists'
Don't
sounds.
stop, pop that.
I'm just saying. Yeah. There are other artists, Houston artists that I've rocked with and seen their career grow, and then you hear a few months later after those artists come here, they have the exact same song.
Right, because I mean, when you already have a fan base and you're just like a mega star already, like you are looked at different. So people ain't gonna look like, oh, okay, you took something from somebody. They gonna look at the person who's saying, oh, this was taken from them, like, oh, you just trying to get on, or you just trying to, but they not really looking at the pieces of the puzzle. Like, oh, well, damn, well, this.
You were down there visiting,
right? What's crazy is Rihanna we was in Vlog together, like we was right. And she was like, hey, I like your hair, like your hair is bomb, like. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, shit, I gotta put you on my style. It's like, I'm just like, oh shit,
but
that's
she
tight.
did do the "Bitch Better Have My Money" with green hair. I'm just saying, like, she did. You did something different with orange hair, then all of a sudden she did it with green hair. Interesting similarities.
Very interesting.
I'm just saying.
But hey, shout out to Riri though. So
yeah. So if your fans who want to connect with you, they want to know Just Brittany, they want to get the BB swim line, they want to like your pictures, leave your comments.
Yes.
Shout you out.
Yes.
Where can they find you at? How can they connect with you on a one-on-one basis?
Connect with me on my Twitter page at It's Just Brittany. That's ITSJUSTBRITTANY. You can also connect with me on Facebook.com/QueenJustBrittany, Instagram.com/QueenJustBrittany, and you can find all of those sites and more on www.justbrittany.com.
This Hip Hop Weekly exclusive. You guys stay tuned. Much more from this young woman.
Thank you.
The Queen of H-Town. Hey, who's right there?